Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about safety. Science says safety first. Should say safety first, safety always. Right now at your homes, electricity's off. If it is, first thing you need to do is go turn the power off to the house. Go to the main panel, flip the main breaker. Another thing you should do is turn off your air conditioning breaker. No, when the main's off, juice can't get there, but you want to be able to, when you return to turn on your electricity, you want to be able to turn on the main power and then turn on the air conditioning power. We're not going to get into the reasons, but there's definitely good reason for that. Also, you don't want the electricity to come on while you're not there in the event that was damage in the house to some of the wiring that you're not aware of. And there could be a spark, there could be further damage. So being there when the power is on is the best way for that to happen and the safest way for it to happen. That being said, with power, if you're running a generator, the generator goes outside. That's where it goes. Bring the generator outside. Do not put the generator in the kitchen and sleep in the bedrooms. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you have to chain your generator up or something, do that. If you're worried about somebody walking off with it at some point while it's running, do that. If you got to move it undercover or inside when it's not running, that's okay. But if it's running, it needs to be outside. Chainsaws, other tools, if you're not familiar with them, the best bet is probably don't use them. Get somebody else that knows how to use them. If you've never cut down trees before, don't try cutting down your tree. There's so many things that can go wrong with that. The chainsaws, other tools, saws, one of the biggest dangers with a saw is a dull blade. So if that saw is not cutting like you think it's supposed to, or like it once did, change the blade. When you go buy blades, buy extra blades. You may be cutting a lot more than you're used to doing. So, and basically, have a plan. Be deliberate about your safety. Know what you're doing. Know what you're going to do next. Let others around you know what you're doing. Let them know what you expect. This is where we're putting the trash. This is where we're putting the debris. This is where we're putting these tools. Kids are not allowed in this area. Mark it off if you have to. All that. Have a plan for safety first, and then always follow it. In the end, none of this is worth a life. So please, take this part seriously. Don't rush, and be safe.